Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order.
What's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. Very excited for today's Madden 21 tip video as I'm going to break down one of my favorite lockdown coverages in the entire game. Guys, if you're struggling with a lot of the more popular offensive schemes you see online, like the bunch tight end, the trip stuff, where you see a lot of people running crossers and flats and, just bomb plays, but really the crossers that are just so annoying to stop. This is going to be extremely effective at doing just that. It's very easy. Any level player can do this, and you don't need any abilities to do it. We're going to be looking at the big nickel over G. You can find this in a ton of defensive playbooks. I like the Giants. And as far as coaching adjustments go, we're going to turn auto flip on, and you want to have all your zone drops set to default. The reason for this is there are some matching principles in this play, and if you turn your zone drops on, it basically will cancel your zone drops and they will no longer work properly. If you turn your zone drops on, they will cancel your matching principles and they will no longer work properly. So for subs, I always like when running this formation to have some fast DNs because I will drop them in coverage, and if they can rush the passer, that's all the better. I do prefer to put my safeties in at linebacker, because I will be using them, and as you guys know this year, unless you just have a really good linebacker, like I guess a Bobby Wagner or a Deion Jones, especially if they have lurker or something to where they're going to be able to jump. You guys know how it is. They're just not gonna animate this year too well. I always do like to use the slot corner package, and that's just going to put, hopefully get the personnel the way we want it to be. Now, you're going to actually be manning up a safety in the box, so you are going to want to make sure your safeties are, decent man coverage-wise. And the play we're going to look at is actually this cover 3 buzz match. So I do want to start this off against probably the most meta play in the game, this PA boot over, right? So when you have auto flip on, what you're going to notice is the slot corner is going to be on the bunch side, and then when you're going to want to show blitz. And the show blitz, you hit coverage audible and to the left on the left analog stick, and that brings everybody in the box. And this is key. We're going to explain why in a second. So before we do that, I do want to remind you guys, if you're looking to get better at Madden 21, be sure to check out sportsgamers.com. That's where I put all my premium weekly tips, ebooks, offensive and defensive schemes to help you guys get better at the game. And if you do enjoy my YouTube free tips and gameplays, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Only about 50% of you guys are currently subscribed that watch my videos. Drop us a like on the video. When you smash that like button, it really does help me out as a creator a lot. So the key thing here is when you show blitz, bring everybody in the box, you're going to see that the safety that comes in the box is in a hook curl. So I always want to use the linebacker or safety if you sub them in the hook curl, but we don't really need this safety in the hook curl. So that's why I said it would be best to have actual corners and a safety that can play man coverage, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to man up this safety. Essentially, it's going to turn into a cross man on the offensive player who is running the crossing route that is killing us, or the post route that is killing us, or whatever, the key route on the play is that is just killing us. Because as you guys know, when there's a route like this, you basically either you have to user it, or you have to basically turn on your zone drops and user it over the middle until it gets to the sideline. All of which just makes playing defense so annoying, because then they can hit you underneath with like a drag or a slant, maybe a playmaker, little baby dot, and it just is really tough. So in this case, that's the triangle receiver. You see I have him manned up. The other thing I like to do is just pinch my D-line, because when I pinch my D-line, it's going to be a lot better run D. And then the last step I do is I like to normally rush 3 people, so I put the D end, which I'm normally sub a linebacker in, on the same side of the screen as the nickel back. I put him in a vertical hook, so that way I do have another hook zone over the middle of the field, and I just put my user on a blitz angle because it's going to give me better user control after the snap, and I'm free to roam. So what we're going to do here is just go ahead with the normal PA boot over setup. We're going to show a few examples of different money plays, how this works, but you're going to see these seam flats, they're going to take away, people, offensive players attacking the flat. This guy's going to be manned up on the slot, and then I'm just going to essentially be roaming in the middle of the field looking for maybe playmakers or other people coming over the middle, maybe delayed fades, that type of deal. So you guys can see here, there is nothing open. I can cover the delayed fade, and at this point, they're just looking for a broken play, and they end up getting sacked before anything can happen. So let's take a look at this replay so you can see what I mean as far as how this coverage worked for us. So you guys can see, normally this crossing route, by the way, kills man coverage. It truly does. But when you man it up this way, when you show blitz, and you guys can see the guy that's manned up on him is coming from the box. He's in the box, so he's coming from underneath, and he's coming from the opposite side. As long as you have a player here that can decently match the player he's manned up on, which means there can't be a huge speed difference, and also if the offensive player has great route running, obviously you're going to want a guy there that has some man coverage skills, right? So we're going to go ahead, see that he's manned up. Look at how he sticks with him very well. Like, you're not, that's very good coverage, and, we're fine with that. Now, as you see, seam flat, he took away the little flat, so at that point, all I have to do, and again, another thing you can see is, this, these guys over the top obviously going to take away the deep post. But all I have to do is I just wait for the delayed fade or playmaker or broken play, and by the time, all that starts to break open, they get sacked anyways. So let's do that one more time, and then I want to switch gears and look at some trip stuff. As you guys know, trips is extremely popular and tough as well. So again, first step, show blitz, coverage audible, and then you hit to the left on your stick to show blitz, just like that. Boom, bring everybody in the box. Then you're going to pinch your defensive line, man up the safety that's in the hook zone on whoever the offensive player is that they're killing you with. Really over the middle of the field, whether it's maybe you even want to man up the guy that they're playmaking, whether it's a playmaker, a crosser, a post, whatever the route is that you're just having to manly guard every play, man that guy up so you no longer do. Then you're going to hook zone the defensive end on the same side of the screen as that nickel back, and just use the linebacker in the hook zone over the middle. So at this point, really, you have the flats guarded. Those seam flats do a good job. At that, you also know that you got the slot manned up. And really, your job is the middle of the field. So let's take a look here. Again, bam, bam, bam. Nothing, nothing, nothing. We're waiting for the delayed fade. We're on it. They get sacked. Now, you might be wondering how this would do, again, like I said, against a different formation like trips. Same concept is going to work very well. Now, there are some different ways you could attack this coverage, potentially. But it does an extremely good job against the meta. So, like, again, PA crossers, right? Just something very simple. And they might not have anything other than just like the crossing route, delayed fade, and just someone coming underneath, right? Simple stuff. So again, what do we do defensively? We show blitz, pinch our D line. We take the defender in the hook zone that's in the box, and we man him up on whoever is running that crossing route that's killing us. And for the trips, most of the time with the PA counter go or PA crossers, whatever it is, it's be that inside receiver. So we do that. Then we go ahead and we put our defensive end on the same side as the nickelback in the hook zone, the vert hook. And then again, we're just kind of using in the middle of the field, carrying whatever routes, waiting for playmakers, delayed fades, whatever the case may be. Again, look, we're there, sack. Again, there's nothing open. Because again, I know that those seam flats are going to do a good job taking guys that are hitting the flat area. I know that the guy that's manned up on the crucial route, whether it's a crosser, post, or whatever, he's going to guard him. I know I have 3 deep. So, and then I have a hook zone, and because this guy really has no responsibility, honestly, he's just chilling. Me, I'm just looking for all the goofy stuff. Delayed fades, playmakers, maybe a slant, or, a deep dig, in route, whatever the case may be. Now, one way they might be able to pop us on this is potentially certain corner routes, route combos with corner routes. So, if they do run something like that, you could have to be on the lookout for that. Not all will work, but there are certain ways that could potentially work good. So just to show you guys what I mean by that. So let's say that I have, let's go with the bunch tight end and run a corner flat street combo. I don't know, X-Pop, one of my favorite concepts over here, or fade, whatever the case may be. Just something simple like this, right? So, yeah, I'm going to man that guy up because I'm expecting the crossing route. But honestly, because that's now, if it was a deeper corner, he could probably get over there. But because it's just a quick corner, he's probably not going to be able to get over there in time. So that's the type of stuff you have to be on the lookout for. You know that guy is going to take away the flat pretty well. So you just got to go guard that, and then you can peel off and come back over the middle field if you see other things coming open. But that's the type of stuff that might give this problems. Is certain corner route combos, and like I said, it's not all. There's certain. It's really the quick ones with a flat and a streak that because again, remember this guy he's gonna press that slot guy, but then he's gonna bail to the flat. This guy he's going deep, and at that point, obviously the guy that would be open would be the corner route, and even because he's manned up. So if it was a deeper route, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. But because this is a quick corner, obviously the guy can't get over there in time, so you kind of got to carry him. And then, you do have to worry about the guy coming back over the middle. So that is another adjustment you could make. In a situation like this, you could potentially man up the tight end just in case with the defensive end or the linebacker on the line of scrimmage. There's lots of ways you can take that away. You could rush 4 sometimes from this. You could rush 2. You could rush 3. Really doesn't make too much of a difference. Now, guys, remember, I've posted a lot of different defensive setups and coverages with this look from Big Nickel over G lately, bringing the defense into the box with the show blitz feature. I've shown you guys some blitzes, some coverages. I've shown you guys some man-to-man, some zone, some match. So between all the different things I've broken down, if you take a look at my recent videos from this formation with this exact pre-snap look we're giving the offense, you can really confuse them. But this is one of my favorite ways in the game to combat the guys that run the meta, rollout crosser, delayed fade type offense. Because when you man that up with that guy in that position, it's going to D it up pretty much perfectly every time. Like I said, you guys know it normally beats man, but because of the positioning of the defender we get with that show blitz feature, as long as, like I said, you have a reasonable defender there, speed-wise and man coverage-wise, compared to the receiver he's going up against, you're going to see some very, very, very good defense, and it's going to be locked up. So hope you guys enjoyed this tip. If you do, smash that like button. It's Duke. I'm out of here. See y'all later.